This is a mixed feeling coming up because I don't know if I should be happy. I should be sober, but I think I stay on the right path. This is really happening because today we are talking about eyes. Eyes are crying, eyes are shedding tears. Why? They are complaining, they are frustrated, overwhelmed, and even struggling after issues about paying them or not paying them. And here is the thing, for so long, eyes have been the center heated national debate. You see this immigration force in deportation, family separation, protest, is it pain? Real pain. So today we're going to unpack this carefully. What's actually happening? Why are agents speaking out? And at the same time, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Faith, and if this is your first time here, please do well to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell. Credit goes to the original creators for every single clip used in this episode. We've got more clips and conversation coming your way, so stay tuned. Let's chat.
ICE agents are realizing that Trump may have screwed them on signing bonuses and health insurance. According to posts under an ICE agent subreddit, new agents have yet to receive the $50,000 promised to new recruits. Some are saying that it's being taxed so aggressively, it's nothing like what they thought they would get. Others haven't gotten anything at all. Other posts claim that they haven't even been paid at all 4 weeks into the job. Trump's DHS made a lot of promises to incentivize people to join ICE. There was the $50,000 signing bonus, student loan forgiveness, overtime pay, and other bonuses. Now it looks like the new ICE recruits aren't even getting standard employment benefits. One post claimed that they have been without health insurance for 2 months. They may have been misled, which isn't surprising knowing Trump. A closer look at the fine print of that promised $50,000 signing bonus shows that it's not actually what it looks like. It's $10,000 if they returned as a former employee, $10,000 if applications were submitted before August, and $10,000 annually for 3 years if they stay. None of this was how it was marketed.
This cannot be real. You mean to tell me that ICE agents are putting their freedom on the line and aren't even being paid for it? You heard me correctly. ICE agents are so frustrated that they are over on Reddit venting, complaining about how they're not getting paid, how they're having problems with their health insurance coverage, and how the promised bonuses, they aren't materializing. They are violating laws. They are violating the Constitution. And they aren't getting paid. Allegedly, this is an ICE agent who posted this over on Reddit. Been here for about 2 months, still waiting for my health insurance. Is anyone having that issue as well? I chose BCBS Basic. MSS told me they don't know how long it'll take, and I have a sick daughter with no insurance. The article goes on to say that prospective ICE applicants are recruited with the promise of competitive federal salaries and a comprehensive benefits package. Salaries vary by role and experience, but generally follow the federal general schedule scale, with entry-level deportation officers typically in the $51,000 to $84,000 range, and opportunities to rise significantly with seniority and locality adjustments. The Reddit user below says, didn't even get paid yet for the base check. And then above that, it says, don't expect much. It's like $6,000 after taxes, and they put it in the regular paycheck, so you end up paying $4,000 to $5,000 in taxes on one check. And this is in response to anyone get the bonus yet. The article talks about bonuses and what they were promised and things like that. So this reads, officers can also receive administratively uncontrollable overtime pay, which adds approximately 25% to base pay for law enforcement duties. In addition to pay, Recruits are offered extensive benefits, including health, dental, vision, and life insurance, a retirement plan under the Federal Employees Retirement System, a thrift savings plan similar to a 401k, paid leave, and federal holidays. As a part of the recent incentive packages, it also includes as signing bonuses up to $50,000 and student loan repayment incentives up to $60,000 and retention bonuses for continuing service aimed at boosting recruitment and retention. Now, a few people have broken down that $50,000 sign-on bonus. They don't get $50,000 given to them up front. No, it's divvied up over the course of 5 or 6 years, I believe. I believe it's closer to 5. So over the course of 5 years, they get, from what I understand, they get $10,000 per year. So you have to stay on the job for the next 5 to 6 years in order to get that $50,000 sign-on bonus. It is not a one-time check, which I'm sure plenty of them thought it would be. This person said over on Reddit, man, Monday is 4 weeks since I started and I haven't been paid yet. Allow me to remind you that Republicans in the House and in the Senate passed legislation called the One Big Beautiful Bill. Donald Trump then signed that legislation into law. And when he did that, the Department of Homeland Security got $75 billion. Border Patrol got another large sum of money. And then there was another large sum of money for detention centers. I don't remember what those amounts were off the top of my head. But I know $75 billion went to the Department of Homeland Security. If these ICE agents aren't being paid, where is that money? Where is that money? Yeah, I feel like the United States is being relieved of all of its financial resources. That's what happens when you put a con man in office who's surrounded by other grifters and con men and women. I don't feel sorry for the ICE agents, did I say that? But where is the money?
Complaining about the fact that they're not getting paid. You guys have been terrorizing us for fucking free?
I am not here to complain about ICE agents not getting paid, because, like, when you sleep with the devil, fuck them. But everybody's missing the bigger picture, and it's driving me crazy. If they aren't getting paid, where's the money? Why did we just have a near government shutdown and Democrats crossing the aisle to fund ICE this year if they're not getting paid and their current budget has been misappropriated and they're not getting paid? Where'd that money go? Where the fuck did that money go? I already called my congressman and a few other senators, so help a sister out.
Some really sad news for ICE agents. It seems that a lot of them have been complaining that they haven't received their $50,000 signing bonus. Some have only received a few thousand, and now it's come out that this $50,000 signing bonus will be paid over several years. Meaning, if Dems take back control of Congress, they're not getting a penny. However, President Trump after hearing about these complaints from his beloved ICE agents, has decided to send out each and every one of them their $50,000 signing bonus. And he said that that check will be going out on the same day as the Doge stimulus check for $5,000 and the $2,000 tariff dividend check. So, ICE agents, any day now, you could be expecting that check.
All right, welcome in. I'm just doing a quick video while I'm at work. Look at that, downtown Houston. So some of you may have heard about the ICE agents who are complaining on Reddit and other social media sites that they have not been getting their regular paycheck. Quite a few others are saying that they have not gotten their bonus, or that they didn't know that their $50,000 bonus they were promised would be spread out over, I guess, several years or whatever the case may be. And to me, I'm just like, this is what the F you bastards get. Because a lot of them ICE agents are just being really nasty, harmful, and things like that. They're deviating so far from what they're actually supposed to be doing till it's unreal. Someone sent me something and it showed that 178 Americans, natural-born Americans or naturalized citizens that are now Americans, have been apprehended since this whole ICE evolution started. And it's so fucking stupid because you're not even getting paid and you're doing all of this harm and maliciousness to people, right? And to think, I'm not a gambling woman, but if I was going to gamble on my family's safety, when people find out that who's really an ICE agent, since they like to walk around with their face covered up, you put your family in harm's way of getting harassed and things like that. I would at least be making sure I got a paycheck. How effing stupid. But yeah, this is being reported like all over Yahoo News and a plethora of other different sites. I'll drop it in the description here. But just unfortunate, like you're going to be out here causing all of this harm and then you're not even getting paid. And if we were unaware, the death of Alex Peretti has been determined to be a homicide. That is what they're saying. And so guess what that means? The ICE agents, poor with an S, that was involved in that, you will be held accountable once you hit the court system. So think about it. If you're with an organization that's not even going to give you your actual paycheck, then they're not going to pay for your lawyer fees and protect you when it comes down to this court case for those ICE agents involved in killing Alex Peretti. So just absolutely crazy and almost hilarious that these guys have been doing all of this harm and not even getting fucking paid. Idiots is an understatement. Nonetheless, I'll drop the article link in the description for those that are interested in reading it. Oh, I gotta show y'all that nice little, can you see it? Yeah, that right there. They're really artsy down here in downtown Houston, if you don't know. But nonetheless, I'll drop the link in the description. My name is Robin. I am your retired Marine Corps First Sergeant, and I will see you in the next video.
You should just quit. The ICE agents who are afraid they're going to get stiffed, they're not getting paid, they have to deal with the public who hates them because they're doing evil shit on the street every day. You should just quit. The Department of Justice lawyer who begged a judge to hold her in contempt. You should just quit. Please hold me in contempt so I could be in jail and get some sleep because this job sucks. You could just quit. You should quit. This is a picture of Tom Homan in 2024. This is him this morning. He looks exhausted. He looks like he hates his life, right? He says they're drawing down ICE operations by 700 agents in Minnesota, leaving 2,000 on the street. And he looks defeated. He looks sickly. You can just quit. One quick last thing. Tom Homan, during his press conference today, said about the roadblocks, the impromptu roadblocks, don't bother. You're not going to stop ICE. Stop the resistance. You're not going to stop us. And then went on to say that they're drawing down their operations by 700 agents. So what you're doing in Minnesota is working. You're stopping ICE. You're not done yet. There's still a lot of work to do, but what you're doing is working. Keep it up. I love you, Minnesota. Fucking A.
The same people that are violently raiding homes, businesses, locking children up, and assaulting people on the streets have gone to Reddit to complain about their employer. ICE agents on Reddit are complaining that they haven't received paychecks in weeks. Their health insurance hasn't been activated. The bonuses are nowhere to be seen, and they are struggling to feed, clothe, and care for their own families. DHS hired over 12,000 new agents since Donald Trump has been inaugurated. But apparently, the agency is overwhelmed. They're claiming there are payroll glitches, missing benefits, bonuses that were actually never approved. The agency that is obsessed with law and order can't even follow basic labor laws. The agency is powered by cruelty and apparently unpaid labor. That should give you a clue of the kind of people these agents are. They are doing this for free.
My job! I just quit my job!
Yes! As an ICE agent?
Hello and good evening. Listen, in today's episode of As the White Hood Turns, can we talk about ICE, baby? Did y'all hear? Apparently a bunch of ICE agents were on Reddit complaining about the fact that they're not getting paid and they haven't received their bonuses and they ain't got no insurance. And several of them said the reason why they took the job was for the insurance because they have sick children. What? So, I really want... So, ma'am, sir, you took a job to get insurance because you have a sick child, but you over here terrorizing other people's children, and you got the nerve to be upset because Sid ain't paying y'all? Oh, this is too delicious. It's too delicious. Okay, I don't want to lose my humanity. There are too many things going on in the world. I don't know about heaven or hell. I don't want the karma. So, I wish the ICE people, I wish your children well. I wish them speedy recoveries, and I hope that they are able to live full, healthy lives. But y'all, for real, because karma is a bitch. Because why y'all out here terrorizing other people and their kids, knowing you got sick children at the house? You asked for that. You asked to not get paid. You asked for that. What? Y'all know this man ain't never paid his bills, right? And I guess you thought because it was the government, they was gonna pay y'all. And then, if for any reason they quit, they got to pay back them bonuses. So, and quite a few of them have said they've not received their bonuses. Ice, baby. Karma. That's all I got. That's it. Okay. Vaya con Dios.
ICE agents aren't getting their bonuses, and some recruits are saying they have yet to get their first paycheck. It couldn't have happened to a more deserving group of people, and I'll give you 3 things about it.
According to the International Business Times and the New Republic, ICE agents newly hired are now complaining that they're not getting their $50,000 sign-on bonus fast enough, that they're not getting paid fast enough, that they're still not getting insurance coverage despite promises from Donald Trump.
Thing number 1, the Department of Homeland Security is failing to pay out the $50,000 signing bonuses promised during the massive recruitment drive for Operation Metro Surge. Federal agents are also reporting not receiving paychecks or health insurance. While the agency doubled its force to 22,000 officers in record time, the administration and financial systems have collapsed. leaving many new recruits without their bonuses, paychecks, or health insurance as they face growing condemnation, a congressional push to have them unmasked, and the constant threat of being doxxed. We really couldn't be more excited to watch these chickens come back home to roost. Thing number 2, classic Trump, am I right? This is a pattern anyone could have predicted. A grifter is gonna grift. Powerful promises were made to these agents to secure their loyalty. But now that the political cost is rising and the national outcry is damn near deafening, the administration is failing to provide the structural support they guaranteed. Crazy, right? It is a reoccurring theme of using public institutions as political props and then distancing from them when the consequences of these tactics create a crisis. Thing number 3. Congress has the chance to do the funniest thing. With a 2-week battle looming over ICE funding, Democrats have a strategic opportunity to leverage the government shutdown to dry up ICE funding permanently. The only question left out there is, will they have the collective balls to do it? Probably not. What is on the table right now is a package Schumer is pushing that limits roving patrols, bans masks, and requires ICE agents wear body cameras. At the very least, ICE agents are looking at a prolonged fight over funding and the prospects of them missing out on even more paychecks. But I want to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments and follow Major League TV on all platforms.
Oh, poor ICE agents. Poor little guys. Apparently they're turning to Reddit to air their sadness over being so widely hated and the work being so hard and not seeing the kinds of bonuses they had imagined in their little pea brains. Don't you feel terrible for them folks? They had visions of stacks of cash for unending lap dances. I mean, dates with their wives. And now their shitty lives are just as shitty as they were before. But when their kids find out that they are ICE agents, their kids are going to hate them forever. And that sucks, right? That's really sad. I'm sure they could have thought it through and remembered that this administration is more interested in a ballroom and a Nobel Peace Prize than taking care of the demented rejects who are doing the snazzy work on the ground. And sure, they could have read some history and realized that folks who acted like snazzies because they were snazzies were not well liked and came upon some very difficult consequences when all of their demented deeds were uncovered. But sure, I understand these ice baby men were really looking forward to finally feeling like they had a brotherhood, like they could put their roid rage to use, and maybe could get in shape organically at work, which could lead to them getting laid more often. But just because they made sociopathic choices doesn't mean that they should be stripped of their big fat bonuses for traumatizing people. I mean, they're following through and doing the traumatizing, right? But I think we should all have a moment of silence for the face sock suckers who seem to be getting shafted. Just like the incredibly long line of workers who never got paid by the orange savior back when he was just an overrated shitty businessman. Well, I guess that's what happens when you sell your soul to the devil. Yeah. Well, baby men, I hope you're having the day you deserve.
Many communities felt targeted. Many families felt broken. A lot of Americans saw ICE as a face of politics that strongly disagree with. So now, hearing that some agents feel unsupported or betrayed by the system they work for is creating a strong reaction. Some people feel no sympathy. Yes, some are saying, wait, these are human beings. They have families. They have bills. They sign up for a job and they expect to be paid and protected like any other worker. And that's where this gets complicated, because if you can disagree with policies, you can criticize an agency, you can question leadership. But at the same time, individual workers are still people. So at the end of the day, here is what I think. Accountability and empathy can exist at the same time. You can criticize policies, you can call out harms, you can demand a reform, and still recognize that individuals inside this system are humans. If they are paid issue, that's a labor problem. Workers deserve compensation for job they agreed to do, period. Yes, but nowadays government are not looking at their face. Eyes are furious. They are angry. They are saying, they have not gotten their payment yet. They have not gotten their support yet. Some are even resigning. Yes, as you've seen in that clip, some are resigning. They don't want to do anymore. I don't know that you guys are human. People that you've killed, so many families separated. And I want to ask them, what does it feel like when frustration hits? Maybe this is a wake-up moment, yes, for all the agents, because when politics becomes personal, it changes perspective. And that's something we should think about. I want to hear it from you. I want to know your thoughts concerning this ICE agent issue that is going on. Drop your thoughts in the comments respectfully. And if you made it this far, kindly like this video, share with someone who needs to hear this conversation, and subscribe to Chats with Faith for more real balanced commentaries. See you in my next video.